Hello guys and welcome to a new video. Today I want to start a new Terraria series. A Calamity series in fact. So what is this about? I want to build different arena designs for different parts of the game and different biomes. My goal here is to make them look good but functional at the same time. Why do I want to do this? Because I've seen my fair share of just plain platforms and there's so much more you can do by just putting in a bit more work. That doesn't make your world look like a wizard just put some floating wood in the air and call it a day. After I build the arena, I will also showcase it. Mind you, I am not good at a game, and I struggle with Calamity quite a bit, most of the time. When I build the arena, I will try to keep it to local materials. For example, in this episode I will end up using a mix of stone, grey brick and wood. For textural difference and decoration, I will sub in a bit of living wood platforms and living leaf wall. And these shouldn't be too hard to obtain in most worlds either. The most difficult thing to acquire I used were probably strange plants as decoration, but you can just keep those out. Well, that's enough of just talking about it now, let's get to it. The first thing we have to do is pick a spot for our arena. We want to make the ground a somewhat flat area, and the idea behind this is if we have to drop down from the platform to dodge attacks, we can still run along the ground without much trouble or getting stuck anywhere. It doesn't have to be perfect though, because that would just look unnatural and not very pretty. Now, I've talked about floating platforms before, so what can we do to combat this? The easiest thing is to add some kind of support, and that is exactly what we do here. I just built some really simple pillars out of brick wall and give them a little foundation to make them look like they belong there and have stood the test of time. At the same time, to make them more interesting, we add some leaf wall to make it look overgrown, like no one tended to them for years. Which in essence makes sense because the only NPC we meet early on is the guide and he sure as hell doesn't take care of them. Later on we will add some regular stone wall for some textural difference too, to make it look less blocky and boring. Now, the main platform, which we all know and love, is made up of a mix of living wood platform around pillar areas and some normal ones in between them. We use the living wood ones to keep with the overgrown vibe. The only thing left now is to repeat the same concept in slightly different designs to expand the arena. We also add a second platform and extend the pillars to make them look supported too. The extra vertical rows of platforms we add are for usage with the hook to help the player accelerate because we don't have a dash yet. the last thing we do is add some decoration and lighting, and also some campfires for the added light region. Well, it's true that you could also use some live lanterns and bullet stars. I don't think most players will use these early on, because they are mostly just not necessary for the early game bosses. Okay, that's about it for the build. Now enjoy the music and watch me mess up some fights really badly.